Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in to the AFV factory and Bob's Scale Armour. I just wanted to share some exciting news with you. I've been asked to become a brand ambassador for a new online modelling company called Scale Models HQ. You can find them at www.scalemodels.hq.com. And so what that means for me is over the coming weeks and months I will be reviewing various items that you will be able to find on their website. And so to kick things off, they've sent me a little selection of bits and pieces, so I thought I'd have a look at these now with you and just and see what they're like. So I got the chance to pick the bits and pieces I wanted. The first bits are these shoe print tools. Now this is something I've been interested in getting for quite a little while because I've seen other modelers use them, and you get a really good effect. You dusty boot prints, oily boot prints on vehicles, and it just adds that little bit extra bit of authenticity and another layer of detail. So this set is World War II, and it is Soviet, American and German boots. So just bring that up like that, so you can see you get two sets of each type, different tread types, yeah, 3D printed I would assume. So you just cut those off of that, as you can see on the box there. Just add them to some sort of stick or something, so you can basically walk them about over the vehicle. So I'm going to be cracking on with those fairly soon. Just have a play about with them with different mediums, paint and oils, etc., and sort of grease paints, and just try and find a nice medium, something that I like the look of, and then I will have a little do a little video of applying them onto a vehicle. So I'm excited to give those a go because I think that they will be a good add to my sort of modelling repertoire, if you like. The second thing I picked was these stencils. Now these are the German ones. I build quite a lot of German armour, so I thought these would be a good get. I don't mind decals really, but they do tend to sometimes cause a bit of trouble not laying down, and I think spraying on decals and tank markings, etc., would be a more authentic look. So it's very much like if you imagine a photo etch fret. It's as you can see, nice and thin, and you just separate. Get it round the right way up, there we go. Yeah, so you just separate off the ones that you want, tape them onto the side of the vehicle, and then just spray over them. So you know, you can get I would have thought you'd be able to achieve some quite subtle looks, some faded out versions. I suppose you could go over it with a sponge in a dabbing effect and get sort of a damaged and faded and mottled mark. So a lot more variation with these, and a lot more scope using these than you would do with decals. The third item is this. As you see, I've not taken them out of the packaging. I waited to do the video so that I could have an actual look at them with you in this video segment. So this is a scraper, various sizes and various shapes. What I was thinking it'd be useful for was barrel seams. You still get companies that produce barrels in 2 segments rather than being slide moulded, and the seam is always can be difficult to get shut off, and it does ruin the look of a model if you've got an unsightly seam left on your barrel. So for me, that would be something definite I would use. And obviously there's an awful lot more sizes and shapes there. I would have thought very useful for aircraft builders. As you probably know, I don't build aircraft myself, but I should imagine that that would be something that would be very useful. And as I say, all this can be found on the website for Scale Models HQ. So the last item is this biggie here, which is a diorama piece, and what we've got in here is a factory gate, I believe. So we've got a selection of different mediums here. This is corrugated cardboard for roofing, etc. Then we've got this, which is, slide it out the way, laser cut timbers. So you've got window frames there and various bits. I would assume that this will go to creating the roof structure. So there we've got a gate section, and these look like roof tiles as well. Again, this is super thin wood that this has been laser cut from. And then finally you've got the main parts. Here we go. So we've got some brickwork here, and this is foam, but it's a very dense foam. I can't actually squash it in, but you would be able to definitely replicate battle damage on this with a file or a scraper, and you could gouge bits out and sort of really give it an individual look, I would have thought. So there's a couple more bits there. Yes, so what we've got here is a window in there, and then the roof part at an angle. And I would imagine we've got a couple more bits here. So this is all, as you can see, there's no effort required to remove the parts from the plastic. So yeah, so there's the other part, which is the main door, double door, and again sloped roof. So yeah, so I'm going to be excited to have a crack at that, because I've got quite a few bits and pieces, models built, that I've been wanting to add a diorama to. So this will be a good opportunity, to see how this goes together, how it works. As I say, do some damage on it and make it a bit more individual to sort of my liking and my style. And also be interesting to see how it paints up, and what sort of end finish I can achieve with it. So as I say, this is just a little selection of what the company does and what they will do in the future. They'll be adding more and more stuff as the days and weeks go by. Yeah, I'm excited to be part of it. So yeah, the stuff that you'll see me posting will be linked into their website. You know, that you'll know when I'm working on their stuff and when I'm promoting their stuff, because obviously I'll tell you, and you'll get a good review from me. Hopefully you know that by now, that I won't say something is good if it isn't. So positive reviews mean that the item is a good item, and from now on I'll be posting videos using these various bits, the stencils, the boot prints, and the various other bits and pieces, and we'll go from there. So yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in, and watch this space. There'll be more and more stuff coming up as time goes by. Thank you.